On the previous episode of Going North, we left you with our final view of Magic Bus 142. And that morning when we woke up in that bus, there was something new in the air that wasn't there the day before. We couldn't see it until we were in the helicopter and high in the air. It was very heavy smoke from forest fires. There was a massive fire north of Fairbanks, and overnight the wind shifted southward and the smoke covered most of Alaska. When we landed, we were told the authorities were possibly going to evacuate Fairbanks, not for fire, but for smoke because it was so thick. So we didn't spend too much time in Healy other than stopping for supper, and then we went to the movie bus from Into the Wild. It's also a little worse for wear, just like the original bus.
It's quite a bit.
It's now kept in the courtyard of the 49th State Brewery Pub in Healy, Alaska. While Justin and I both agreed that this bus did not have the same feel as the real bus, we still wanted to see it because we know as filmmakers how difficult it is to duplicate something like this. And they did a bang-up job getting this one as close to the original. What really impressed me was the excellent tribute they had to Chris, with numerous pictures of his life at the bus. I thought that was very tastefully done. This picture in particular, I could really see how small the trees were when Chris was at the bus. They're so much taller now, and there's so many more of them that you can't see as far as Chris did. At this point, we were really itching to get back on the road and to head home. So we filled up the car with gas in Healy and headed north towards Fairbanks. But Fairbanks was so smoky, we didn't even stop there. We kept driving. Our goal was to drive another 3 hours to get to Tok, Alaska, where we parked a few nights before and camped in kind of a garbage dump, but it was a safe place to camp. And even here, our throats were burning from the smoke, so we kept going and headed towards the border.
So we've gotten ourselves into a predicament here.
Yep.
What's going on? In the middle of nowhere, first of all.
We haven't seen an open gas station in probably 2 hours, and we are on empty, and it's gonna run out any second. So we're just kind of driving it easy. Hopefully we don't have any more hills. And it's about 10 or 12 kilometers to the border crossing. Hopefully there's a gas station near there, but we might run out.
It's also 1 in the morning.
Yeah. Or 12:17.
12.
Oh, the time change.
Yeah.
1:17.
1:17 a.m.
Yeah.
And this is part of this stuff.
I'm driving a bit slower just to save fuel.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what happens. We do have a jerry can just in case, but we don't want to have to do that. And there's no camping spots out here. So.
Yeah, this is not a good place to stop.
And the smoke is bad. We'd rather just get out of this.
Yeah. We're trying to beeline it back to Edmonton, I guess, fairly quickly.
Yeah. When we got to the Canadian border crossing, the officer there told us that up ahead, the forest fire had jumped the highway just hours before. And although the highway wasn't closed, there were fires on both sides of the highway, and there would be a pilot truck that would lead us through this fire. So we were a little apprehensive about this, but we really had no choice. We had to keep moving. Hi.
Hello. You had a pilot car will come and take you through this area where it's all smoky.
Oh, okay. How much of a distance is it?
About 9 miles, 10 miles.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
They're running 2 pilot cars, so it shouldn't be too long.
Okay. Our only worry is we have a jerry can of gas, but we're really low, so we may have to just top it off. And there hasn't been an open gas station in more than 2 hours, so.
Yeah, not now at time.
Yeah.
Not at night, no. And there's nothing down here until you get to Destruction Bay.
How far is that?
Be 2 hours from here.
Ooh. Well, we'll be hypermiling in the morning. Yeah.
The Burwash, they got gas station there, but it's a card lock.
Oh, okay.
So if you got a debit card or a Visa card,
Oh, yeah. It'll work.
Yeah, it'll work there.
And it's 24 hours?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Where's that?
In Burwash.
In Burwash.
As you're coming through Burwash, you look on the one side there, and it's I think it's called Kawani Energy or something like that.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
Like a big white tank there, and there's pumping.
And how far is that?
That's probably about a little less than 2 hours, because it's only maybe 20 minutes away from D-Bay. So.
Okay. Okay. So how far is the fire?
It's probably about 5-6 miles from here.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it's right along the road, so.
Wow.
It jumped the road 3 times today, so they had closed the road off here.
Oh boy.
At 7 o'clock when I came out, we had to close the road off. It jumped the highway, and they were trying to put it out along the highway so that they can keep traffic going and stuff.
Yep.
Mainly the smoke that's going on right now.
So it gets really heavy up ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one area there where the fire was today. It's really, really thick. So.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay, you can just follow him through.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't run out and have to pull over.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
This is gonna be really bad if we run out of gas right here.
Yep.
In the middle of a forest fire.
I never expected this.
So there's our pilot car. He's gonna lead us through the danger zone.
Well, he appears to be going somewhat slow, which I want to do to save gas. I just want to get through this smoky forest fire area before we got to put fuel in, because we have some gas in a jerry can. I got 20 liters, and I can't believe we haven't run out yet. Knock on wood.
Tension is killing me.
The smoke was getting thicker by the minute. And he said the fire jumped the road 3 times?
Yeah, today in this section,
Crazy.
in this 9-mile section.
We gotta make 9 miles?
Are we gonna make 9 miles?
I honestly, I have a feeling we're gonna run out, but
No,
whatever, so
not
be it.
here. Not here. This is the last place.
if we do run out, I'm just gonna shut my lights off, leave the parking lights on, pull over, and just flash my lights a couple times, put the 4-ways on. Hopefully he figures out we're having a problem. And then we'll just start getting the jerry can ready.
Yeah.
There's fire.
Wow.
This would be the worst time to run out of gas. Even he's slowing down.
Look. Oh my god.
The smoke was actually a lot worse than what you see here. The cameras really don't give the smoke justice. There's fire.
This is not good.
Holy, this smells bad. Oh my gosh.
Look how thick
I
it
should have
is.
shut the freaking heater off. Never even thought of that. This doesn't seem to help at all. I'm surprised there's no one fighting those fires. They look pretty easy to put out. But what do I know?
Look how thick this is.
Yeah. That's getting stronger by the minute.
Oh.
We've only gone like 3 miles. We gotta go 9. road was burnt. Why are they not putting this out? I can hardly see the road. That's why he's slowing down. Snag Junction Campground, 2 kilometers. I'm pretty sure they got evacuated.
Let's stay here tonight.
Yeah, right.
You still gotta find a camping spot.
Ugh. I think we're gonna be driving like
For a long time to get out of the
yeah.
smoke. Like, my throat's starting to hurt.
I know.
This is kind of scary.
Okay, now I can see it a little better. Look at all that. This is all devastated. There's some up ahead too in the ditch. This is all burned out, totally burned out. It's over there, it's over here. So we reached the end of the danger area, and the pilot truck was leaving us to venture out on our own.
We might have been the last ones to get through.
Thank you.
Wow. That's kind of scary.
And we're still in a bit of a pickle here because we're gonna run out of gas. It's smoky as hell. We have nowhere to camp. Oh, my eyes are hurting from the smoke.
Yeah, me too.
Holy.
Yeah.
He said it was 2 hours to the next functional gas station. And what did he say the name of that?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
We'll have to we'll have to go through footage.
We're screwed. We are so screwed right now. We're gonna be camping on the side of the road with our thumb out. Like, we need gas. Oh man.
There. Oh,
What?
we're out of gas.
What? Seriously?
Yeah. Oh. I'm just gonna stop. Yeah. No power steering.
What?
Well, because the engine died. Okay. So,
Okay.
let's unload the trunk. And pour gas in this thing, and hopefully there's no fires.
This is not good. We are in the middle of the
that noise?
Yukon.
Well, listen. There's so much suction. I've never had that happen. I gotta open the trunk.
We're in the middle of the Yukon, in the middle of a forest fire at 2 in the morning, and we run out of gas. It's 2 in the morning, and we run out of gas.
Okay, so this.
Well, it's good you thought ahead, Ryan. Psychic mechanic runs out of gas at the worst possible time.
Well, look, we have water. We can fight the fire. Okay. Oh, look, there's a bag of nachos, tacos back in there. Let's hope I put gas in here and not diesel.
Oh, God.
Pay close attention to the white line down the road. And I don't want to spill any of it.
Oh, we got a fox or a wolf or something right here. Literally right here. What is that?
Turn the headlights on.
Is that a coyote?
That is a freaking wolf if I ever saw one. Hang on.
No. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Where's your bear spray?
Um,
That wolf was very likely confused and disoriented from the fire. Probably ran away from the fire.
Okay. No, I know.
Okay, he's walking away.
Okay.
He's fine. But just keep an eye on him.
He's just sitting in the middle of the road. Oh wow. Worst possible timing.
You got your spray?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here, Wolfie, Wolfie.
No, don't say that.
Mr. Wolf, you got any gas? We'll buy
he's
some.
coming back. What happened earlier today with the border agent back into Canada?
Oh yeah, we weren't rolling on that. So we pull up to the border crossing coming back into the Yukon, and the guy asked us, you know, where are you from and how long were you in Alaska? And so we tell him, you know, we're from Snowy Plain and Edmonton, and we were in Alaska for 3 days. And oh, okay. He goes, and how is this thing on gas? He says. I said, actually pretty good. We're averaging 20 miles per gallon. And he goes, oh, well, I guess it's all highway, right? And we're like, yeah. So he was cool. Well, we lightened the vehicle anyways.
Yeah.
This goes here. Oops. So
Well,
we still have not used tools on this car. This is not a problem with the car. It's a problem with the idiots driving it because well, it's not really, well, okay. We drove 2 hours past all these closed gas stations. Okay, it was midnight, but we're from the city area. We think things are open 24 hours. No, not out here.
Good day one of returning back home.
Yeah.
This is like, today's the day, today's like our halfway point. So we're starting our journey back. So now is the time when all this stuff can go wrong. But, oh man, I'm a little bit worried about finding a camping spot tonight with all this smoke in the air.
And with a wolf nearby. Now we got to see if it's going to take a while for the engine to start because the carburetor is dry and the fuel lines are dry. Should close. I got my keys.
We're good?
It's less than a quarter tank. Well, we're gonna be going 50 for the next whatever.
We got 2 hours until the next gas station, right?
Oh, that's at 100K.
Okay.
Well, we should go to the next closed gas station
And just wait
park.
there. Oh man. Well, this is gonna put our timing behind a
No
little
service.
bit. No service. Well, of course, we're in the middle of Yukon.
And where are we in the world? Snag Junction, we just passed.
Ah, these mosquito bites are. Quick update on what happened and what we're doing right now. The car is running again. We got gas.
Yeah, we put our 20 liters of gas in. We're below quarter, just a hair below quarter tank. And according to the pilot truck guy, he said it's 2 hours to this town called Destruction, or less than 2 hours to Burwash Landing or something. And he said there's a 24-hour card lock that works with a debit card. So that's 2 hours at 90 kilometers an hour. That's the speed limit here. We're going slower to save fuel because we got to stretch 20 liters into 180 kilometers. So hopefully we can do that. And with no cell reception anywhere out here, if we run out of gas, we're pretty screwed. So we're just trucking along at 66k. Oh, 133k. Get there in an hour and 40 hours. We continued driving for more than an hour and a half, and the whole time we were looking to see if we could camp somewhere, and eventually the smoke started to clear, and we did pull off into a gravel pit that we thought would be suitable to camp. We still had some gas and we still had a ways to go, but we figured it'd be better to get some sleep and deal with possibly running out of gas in the morning.
So it's 3:30 in the morning and we just found a camping spot, and
It's 3:47.
3:47 in the morning. But we got out of the smoke and we're hopefully within half an hour of gas in the morning. We're back on empty, but I think we'll make it.
You know what? I think we should park in case they drive. Morning of day 9. Last night was a late night driving through that forest fire, essentially, and we found this gravel pit. It wasn't quite dark because of the midnight sun, but we found this place, pulled over, and we kind of know where we are, and we're apparently 30 some kilometers away from a gas station, because we passed numerous gas stations last night. They were all closed, and the pilot truck guy said this next community has a card lock that works with the debit card 24 hours. So we were thinking of getting there last night, but we didn't want to push it, so we stopped here. And we're right close to the highway. You can still hear some traffic, but it was a good place to stop. It was pretty quiet otherwise. So yeah, day 9. Wow. Another advantage of camping like this when you don't have a big motorhome or a truck and a trailer is with a car you can just park almost anywhere, and as long as you got a place to set up a tent and the weather's okay, this is a great way to camp. I really enjoyed this. Justin did as well. It just wouldn't have been the same if we always had to worry about how big the vehicle was and turning it around and trying different spots. We gotta go. Do you remember how far it was? Was it 37 kilometers? That rings a bell with
30.
me.
Yeah, 34.
34 kilometers to a gas station. We are just we're just above empty. So, as a wise man once said, the power of positive thinking. Okay.
So it's 10 a.m. We had a nice long sleep.
Yep.
And we are gonna see if we can actually make it to this gas station.
Yep. And clean the windshield. So, as soon as this fires, we're driving. I don't want to waste any fuel.
Because we're on empty pretty much, right?
Well, let's see before it starts. Oh, okay. We are on empty. That's worse than it was when we parked. So maybe it'll get better when we get going. Nothing left behind. It's power. Not touching the brakes. Okay, there we go. We're gonna have traffic. Last night there was no traffic, so we could drive as slow as we wanted, but now hopefully there's no hills to climb. I think we're gonna run out, but
That's really with no jerry can.
well, we have a jerry can with nothing in it, so we'll be thumbing it. Well, one of us will, because one will have to stay with the car.
Oh man.
You could still see smoke in the distance, but you couldn't smell it as bad as the day before, and it wasn't really bothering us.
So why are cars passing us?
Because we are going 15 below the limit.
Why?
Because we have no gas. We're desperate. So I'm averaging about 70 to 73 clicks, but every time I hit a hill, and I'm not pushing my foot down into the gas, I'm just holding it fixed. So when we come up to a hill, we lose a bit, but on the downhills, we pick up, so it's working out not bad. We're pulling a hill right now, we're down to like 67, 66, 65, 64, 62. I'm gonna give it a little tiny bit just to hold above like 55. I don't want to put too much pedal into it, it just eats fuel. I just want to kind of maintain a steady speed and no abrupt movements on the pedal.
Hopefully that'll get us to the gas
That
station.
gets us there. Usually we pass those guys, they pass us. How far do we drive on empty? Find out on the next episode of Going North, where you'll also see we do some wrenching on the car, we set up camp in the dark, go swimming in the dark, and finish up the trip and arrive home.